Finding solutions to homelessness. This week, we revisit the SF Homeless Project. It's an effort launched by Bay Area media organizations examining the causes of homelessness and, more importantly, solutions.
Tonight, we look at how homelessness affects youth in the Bay Area. KTVU's Monte Francis is here now with the story. Monte.
Well, Ken and Julie, tracking the number of homeless youth in the Bay Area is not a simple task. The first step is to determine how to define youth homelessness. And for our purposes, we're defining it as a young person who doesn't have a stable housing or a regular place to sleep from night to night.
The face of homelessness doesn't always reveal itself in expected ways, in stereotypes or in tent cities. Sometimes it's invisible to most of us.
I've lived in a hotel, I've lived in a car before, and I've been homeless. And just moving around that much also makes me feel homeless because it's not like I have a house to go to that really is called mine.
Austin Parrish is 15 years old, clean-cut and polite. He says he's been homeless for most of his young life.
Having a home would mean that I feel like I have stability. I feel like I belong somewhere with a family. And being homeless means that I've just been going around.
Since his parents' divorce when he was 8 years old, Austin says he's lost count of how many times he's moved. He says addiction kept his mother from providing a stable home, and his father worked as a truck driver and was rarely around.
I kind of got used to it, but I mean, I would like to have a stable home. I've always wanted to. It just never happened. It's very unpleasant. It just makes me feel really bad. It makes me feel unconfident, and when I go to school, I see all these other kids with good lives, and it makes me feel really bad.
The most recent homeless survey found there are about 1,500 young people in San Francisco who are either in shelters, living on the streets, or like Austin, who are considered unaccompanied children under the age of 18, living without a parent or guardian.
No one really pays attention to the fact that they may have a roof, but they do not have a home. And
TERI DELANE is the principal of a charter school on Treasure Island called Life Learning Academy that deals with at-risk youth.
Unstable housing is a #1 predictor of kids that can end up in the juvenile justice system.
Young people between the ages of 16 and 24 are one of the most vulnerable groups when it comes to homelessness because they're transitioning out of public systems such as foster care. Homeless youth are also 87% more likely to stop going to school.
Homelessness is not having a place to live or not having a stable place to live, moving from place to place all the time, worrying about staying clean and things, worrying about eating and things in that sort.
16-year-old Michael Matlock entered the foster care system when he was 11. Since then, he's struggled to find a stable home, living with relatives and back to foster homes several times.
My mom, she's disabled, so it's hard for her to take care of me. And then my dad was in jail at the time. It was pretty hard because it's a lot on your mind. It's stressful. And you got to worry about doing good. And if you don't want people to know, you got to worry about them not knowing certain things.
Even though he knows he can't live with his parents, being away from his family has been hard.
When you wake up and don't feel the same love and affection that you feel in somebody else's house, it's not something that you will want to feel.
Both Austin and Michael are now students at TERI DELANE's charter school, among a group of about 20 students at Life Learning Academy who DELANE says don't have stable housing. It's why the school is raising money to build a dormitory and to become a boarding school.
We're going to build something for these kids because we see it every day. If you don't see it, it doesn't exist.
The school has given both boys a new sense of hope for themselves and their futures.
To just grow up and have my kids not live the life that I lived as a child so that they could have a stable home.
15-year-old Austin also has something he wants the rest of us to understand.
There are children that go through things, and that there's homeless children and not just homeless adults, but that children should be helped. Children should be focused on so that they don't become homeless adults.
And Austin Parrish says as of a month ago, he has a stable place to live with his father, and Michael Matlock is able to visit his family, even though he currently lives with a foster family. Now, for both of them, the key age to watch out for is 18, because that's when many youth lose their support systems and then they fall into homelessness, which is why what they're doing at Life Learning Academy is so important.
Yeah, what a program, and what remarkable kids. Is there an effort to replicate this program at the school, at other places in the Bay Area?
Well, so the school is based on the Delancey Street model, and so there are other programs like Larkin Street Youth Services, which not only provides housing but also helps young people find jobs and also finish their education.
Well, let's hope this all works out for them.
Yeah, such big problems for such young men. Monty, thank you.